It's time for Leather Podcast.
Hello, and you join us for the Leather Podcast. Let's get leathered. It was a bit sensual, wasn't it?
I like to.
Episode 2, man.
Episode 2, hey. We struggled to get to 1, never mind 2, but we're here. So what's been happening with these guys? My volume's changed. I can't hear myself. Has Ross gave me the shite headphones again?
No.
It might be the connection on your...
That's all right. As long as it's coming through,
I can hear you fine, mate.
It is. It's this.
Yeah.
Aye, don't worry about it.
You've got the Ross.
I've got the Ross. Ross fucked me over.
I've no.
Hello and welcome to the Leather Podcast. Your guests today is no one.
Well, we've got somebody in the audience.
We have got somebody in the audience. You know what he said to me? So my good mate Gary Thompson, he's the any sort of pub quiz I've ever been in and I don't know the answer. Gary Thompson's the answer. Any sort of question that I have no like exams when I was in college, the answer was Gary Thompson. It was like, what is the speed of muscle contraction? Gary Thompson. So yeah, he's here as a fan. Went for some breakfast. It's the first time I've caught up with him before I come back for Rio. Aye. So yesterday as well.
Did you tell him about your Amsterdam story?
Well, he was my spiritual guide.
That's what I'm saying. Did
Aye.
you tell him?
So my Amsterdam story.
He looks
was,
like that guy.
like,
He looks like that type of man, eh?
like Gary's definitely smoked a joint once or
He's
twice.
familiar with the dam.
So, like, I'm going to tell the story. So the story is quite funny. So the very first time I've never smoked a cigarette. I've never smoked any sort of drug, and I decided that I was going to go to Amsterdam for my 30th birthday. What happened was the UFC then banned THC, so I couldn't go. So then they eventually took it off the banned list, and there was a chance to go back to Amsterdam. So I go. Gary's always told me, he's like, you should try this, it's amazing. I was like, nah, it's not really for me, mate. I've got an addictive personality. Like, I can't do anything without being addicted to it. That's why I'm playing golf, and that's why I'm like, I can't do it. So end up going to Amsterdam.
Oh, yeah.
It was fucking an experience. So Gary then tells me about these things called a volcano. And I was like, right, cool. So this was in the back of my head. Go to Amsterdam, try a volcano. So I messaged Gary about how much to get. Gary was doing a bit of the shagging, right? He had a girl over, so he fucked me over. So I had no idea.
Sorry for bringing this up, Gary, mate.
So I had no idea what, like, how much to get. So I got my drugs. They'd started hitting a few volcanoes.
Drugs.
So the guy says to me, says, what would you like? So I have no idea. He's like, do you want to be mellow or happy? And I says, well, I'm kind of happy now, so give me something that happy. So he gives me Pineapple Express, and I understood that because there was a movie about it.
Yeah, of course.
So the guy then
film.
brings out all this stuff, and he, like, you have to check it to make sure it's like legit. I had no idea, right? I was trying to, like,
You're just in at a cafe at the time?
Aye.
One of the cafes.
aye, and so he gets me to grind weed, like, so I've never done this before ever. So this is all like, and I'm trying to play it cool, like I'm a seasoned pro at this. So I end up getting the guy gives me it, and he starts giving me some bags. So I just keep huffing this shit, but I'm like 6 bags deep by this point, and I am fucking flying, man, right? And I can barely breathe, like my whole world's colliding. So the guy then says to me, he comes with another bag, and I said, mate, I'm lit. Like, I've never used the word that word ever. Like, I became like all these sort of cliches that people say when they're on drugs, like, I'm lit. So I stand up to leave the cafe, and the guy's like shouting me, no, I'll give you your drugs back.
Nah, keep them.
Right, so I turned round to the guy, right, and this is the thing that makes me cringe. It's like, it's up there with you just want the world to swallow you up. I turn round and I do the point in the click and say, keep it high. Like, I've never needed to fucking get out of a place in my life, and I walk out of there and I'm proper fucking,
That
like,
should be the
pissing
intro.
myself. But it was the point, and there was no need to turn round. It was, I'll do it to this camera, right? So it was like, keep it high. And I walked out, absolutely stoned out my box, get out, and my room was like a couple of doors down, and they've got these spiral staircases, and they're fucking lethal.
Right.
Like, that's not the stairs you want as you're high as fuck. So I got up the stairs, got into bed. I'm like, I'm taking off my clothes because I don't want to like them to restrict me or anything.
That's free,
In
man.
between this, I'd still message Gary to say, how many of these can I have? Doesn't get back to me, so Gary fucks me over at this point. We used to have a mate back in the day.
Just tell him 10.
We used to have a pal back in the day, and he used to fly about our street on a bike, and he used to go, nin, 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 nin. This was not a motorbike, this is just a normal bike. I kept having visions of they two. Like, they two were the people that were they were my stone journey. So I got back into the room, and I'm lying in bed, and I could feel like the side of the bed was like, it wasn't smoothing out, and I kept trying to smooth it it felt like ages, and I was just trying to fucking smooth. It's never getting smooth. Like, I couldn't actually smooth this. Turns out it was two quilts. I've been trying to smooth out 2 quilts, and the lip was the 2 quilts that actually separated. Mate, I was fucking fried. And then there was a point where I'm lying in the bed, and then I'm like,
just like eating crisps or something.
no, I never ate anything. I never even.
No?
ate-
I thought you were eating.
No, the second time I tried it, it had like Doritos, and I was like, oh my god.
You thought you got a choke in a Dorito or
Oh,
something?
so I'd take an edible. Like, let's say again. Like, I'm in.
This is the best way to start a podcast. Come on.
So I'm in. So
Edible's different gravy, though.
So I'd taken this edible, right, and within about 22 minutes, because I timed it, I was on watching videos and just people falling, and I was fucking in stitches, right? So then I had these pizza flavoured Doritos, so I started eating them. So I'm eating them, watching the telly, and then there's something in the back of my head that's like, you're going to choke, and I'm like, oh fuck. And then there was something else in the back of my head that said, fuck up, you've been eating for years, man, you're absolutely fine. So I'm like, you're right. You've been eating for years.
Not got to get it wrong now.
But there was just this point where they were crunchy as hell, and he just felt like, nah,
You could get stuck.
you can't swallow these. Like, you cannot swallow these. So the old brain kicks in and stops me. But there's twice I've done it. That time I had the second time, because the whole reason I had got edibles was to go to what's the show, Gary? I was going to Book of Mormon. So I was going to the Book of Mormon, right? Had never seen it. Love the guys from South Park. It's meant to be amazing. Gary sold it to me as well. He's saying it's brilliant, Paul. So I was going, and I was going to take edibles and watch it then. Took edibles and watched fucking nothing.
Just didn't go.
Watched David Attenborough for hours.
What's your go-to drug of choice, Chris? Since we're here, eh?
Straight up cocaine, baby.
Aye. Just
Cocaine, right, Ross? What you going for?
I'm a big fan of the ket, the new I can't lie. It's just I love to just take a wee key of ket and just be fucking wavy. Eh?
Speaking of Ket, have you seen the David Arquette documentary about wrestling?
No, you did send me it.
So they gave him ketamine in hospital, and he's freaking out and all. Have you not seen it?
No.
You need to watch it. We'll watch it, and then we can revisit that. It's amazing.
I didn't like a lot of it because I just lose too much time. I'm like, oh yeah, I can't have fucking drove to my work.
So just okay, mate, and you might be sacked.
I'm at my work.
For that.
What's happened?
Cocaine was back in the day, you know what I mean?
Old school.
I'll back in the day because you're an upstanding member of the community. Roughly.
Back in your teens and that.
I help old women across the road these days. I don't help them into bed like some of you cats out there.
Fuck off.
Fucking runway lights right to the bedroom.
With my water.
Right, so what's been happening this weekend? This week, what's been happening?
I was in
Playing
the
a bit of
hospital.
golf?
I was in the hospital getting my nose fixed. So talking about drugs, how fucking good are actual just drugs in general? So they passed me
Morphine?
out. It was
Morphine?
fentanyl.
Aye.
Was it good? My man Gary Thompson saying that's fucking good. So
So would you get an operation?
I know what you're thinking. Paul, your nose has to fucking change. So like if we can
Does look the same. does.
Was it? So the guy's like, you'll just get a good rush here and now. So the guy that I hooked me up with the drugs was brilliant. He was like an Aussie guy. And he was like,
The back alley?
pretty much, that guy just hit me with the left. So we went to get, so it was like Thursday or Friday morning, went away, and the guy's like, we'll straighten your nose up, it'll be much better, you'll be able to breathe. Hit me with the fentanyl, hit me with the other drugs, absolutely tremendous. And the guy spent an hour trying to re-break my nose back into space, like put it back in line. What? An hour. I woke up, right? I had to say it heating. I
Was it in top of you? Like
aye.
fucking...
So that's what he said. He went, there was a point where I was on top of you with my palm on your nose trying to snap it. And I'm like, what the
Christ,
fuck?
man.
So the nose has not moved. I still can't breathe out it. And the guy's like,
Got a sledgehammer at it, man.
So the guy's like, we've got two options. You can either leave it the way it is and fight like it, but I'm a constant mouth breather. So I'm like, or he's like, you can go in and get a rhinoplast, which is where basically smash all that nose
South Park.
and then straight all back up.
Rhinoplast. Out South Park.
So I have no idea what to do because I'm obviously wanting to fight. So
Don't do that. My old boy got that, and you should have seen the fucking state of him.
does it? I think it's one of these things where
They put the blue tubes up it.
I've not seen how it's done. So I think if it breaks again, then I'll be getting that Michael Jackson nose. You know, Michael Jackson was a point where like, this guy's got a good nose.
Maybe get a wee flick on
and
it.
then by the end of the game, man, he looked like
Daniel Westbrook.
same again, mate. So
Cocaine.
there's a
I've
point.
heard it does that.
So what about yourself? What you been up to, Chris? Training?
So I've had a pinched sciatic nerve for like last year. I came back in Rio because I got a massage on the beach, mate. That's what happened. It freed it up because some mad bitch was. It wasn't an intense massage, you know. It wasn't a happy ending either.
Wanked off on the beach.
So people just walking past as you were getting a massage on the beach.
Aye, pretty much. I had the wee tower, man. No, it was like a magic trick under there. So I came back in Rio. I couldn't walk, so it's pinched my sciatic nerve all the way down to my calf. It's the worst injury I've ever had. Right. So I had physio on Tuesday. I had all the acupuncture and I felt brilliant. But last night I was booked in for a chiropractor just to hang me the spine in case he ends triggering it or whatever. And it's fucked me again. I think it's because he was working on my spine. He was putting me against his wall and doing all sorts of cracks, man.
That's what I was asking. The cracks,
El
like
Bandini.
proper.
Aye. But I'm competing on Saturday down in Norwich. So we'll go down tomorrow. So I'm just trying to get fixed up so I can compete. I've got a couple of matches. I've seen the bracket yesterday. But,
Black belt, isn't it?
Aye.
Representing, man.
But like my man Theo Vaughan says, you know what I mean? I've got a heart of like
Heart of a lesbian in
you know
there.
what I mean? That rib cage of a large cat. So
We'll see.
So, cause I can see the brackets in black and white, so I'm always going to do it. I'll be in pain. Try and warm up, take some painkillers, but aye, that's what I've been up to this week, man. So, bit of pain.
When is it? You're leaving tomorrow, you said?
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow. You staying over then, yeah?
Aye.
Good. And then out partying after it?
No, I'm going down.
That's right, you're straight into fight camp, aren't you?
Aye. No, I've got a week off.
How long have you got until your fight?
9 weeks. So next week I got a week off eating and maybe having a few drinks, and then the Monday I'll be starting fight camp.
What about, here's a real question, because we've obviously booked up for Vegas.
Yes, that was also on the cards.
Have you there?
Aye. You want to come?
No, but I do want to come, but I can't come, mate. I can't.
Well,
Look, my fucking behaviour in public is horrendous. It's just...
I'll lay down. It's not.
I can't go to fucking work and behave. Like,
yeah, you're fast, right?
We ended up in a nightclub, Pakistan, wasn't it?
aye.
The last time we were in Vegas, Ross had kidded on to his work that he'd hurt his leg. Remember this?
Guess what? I've got an all-inclusive though. When we're in Vegas, guess who's in Vegas?
Whom?
Grado's stag do.
Is it?
All the rest of them are there. When we're there, what's the fucking chances of that? Same days.
Mate, it'd be silly not to.
I'm training. You'll be steaming.
Are you going to go to the PI for a bit? Aye?
So the first time I went to the PI, we had never. So I've been to Vegas. So I'll rewind this back. Right? So the first time I went to Vegas was to fight. Never got to experience Vegas properly, going to pool parties, going out partying, that kind of stuff, because the fight didn't go my way. We then went back to the PI, and we ended up, where were we? Did we been out shooting or something? And we ended up coming back and went, we'll go to Wet Republic. We went to Wet Republic and we were like, holy fuck, this place was amazing. Like,
And we were just cutting about the pool.
I'm talking wall to wall with snatch. Like, just, I didn't know if that was water in the pool or if it was fucking pussy juice, man. There was that much snatch, right? I'm not. So,
Was there like a time capsule?
oh, mate, it was,
I didn't know this at the time, but
when the waves come on.
it was just, so I was like, so we literally didn't have any sun lotion.
the MGM is like a mad swinging mecca. Did you know this?
No, I didn't.
So this is meant to be the place where, like, if you're into swinging, that's where you go, and you see loads of like
Rich cunts pump them.
a man who's 70 with a wife who's her age,
Aye.
and you're just like, oh,
Nice.
what's? And you're sort of going about, and you're like, oh, it's well, all right.
What's the one we went to? We went to the pool party.
Oh, that place was a brilliant circa. So
That was like a sports one though.
that was pretty
Aye.
cool. So we ended up in. So we went there. So the next day I had my VO2 max test in. We get steaming. I had to send a message to the PI saying, do you remember the message I sent? Saying, listen, I've been caught up. I can't get over to the PI. I'm really, really sorry. So I cancelled a physio appointment with him so we could go out and stay out partying.
It's bevying in the pool.
So the next morning...
Why were you over there? Was it for the PI?
We were going for the PI.
You used to and Brian that time?
Aye. So we're...
To be shoes on, didn't you? I remember them. I remember the fucking
wee sliders.
light loafers.
What ones?
You had
Oh,
the
my,
shoes,
aye, mate, my fucking dog ate one of them.
So we had...
Honestly.
so the next morning, I was doing the VO2 max test, right? And they'd put like a mask over your face. And all I could smell was my breath. It was pure alcohol. And I'm having to run. And I could just feel like my body's trying to like reject.
Why did you do that? Why did you know about the
Mate, it's not even the
we
best
didn't
bit.
know. We didn't know. It was like one of these things where we went to the place and was like, holy fuck, this is some place. Let's just stay and party. And after we'd been there, we went back to bed and that was it.
No, that was not it. I wasn't there, I just know that's not it.
We ended up in Hakkasan, didn't we? That's where was that night?
Mind the guy, the boy who got you in, and he had like this mad fucking polka dot suit. What was his name? And then he was sending me WhatsApps asking for money after, saying he had cancer and that, can I send him money? And I was like, no mate, fucking go away. Stop messaging me. I can't mind his name. He was fucking quality, but big massive heavy guy, had specs.
I can't remember. So we ended up in Hakkasan, ended up partying. We ended up befriending a couple.
Tiesto was on.
Was he?
Tiesto was on.
We were fucking, we were
I was fun.
mortal, man.
Yeah.
Ended up with a couple of Navajo Indian mates.
Right.
Aye, which was fucking wild, wasn't it?
Apaches, mate.
What were the Apaches? Sorry.
I don't know. I think I profiled a wee bit there.
Aye, I thought they were Navajo Indians.
They were Native American people.
Yep.
One of the ones that tell you that a storm's coming and that.
I did think it was a wee bit weird. They had like a fucking rain stick.
shaking a fishbone at you or some shit.
That was the smoke signals. See when they had to put out they put in the like set atmosphere with the smoke and the
Big Billy, the Predator.
they were just
Oh, mate, he just died, eh?
There's something out there.
No longer.
Need no man.
But
He
there's
was
a-
a psycho.
I heard he was actually.
So, see, the after parties for the film and that, like, he had his insecurity, man, for himself because he was just a nutter.
He's a
He
bad man.
Just get wild.
I just rape birds and that. I went, man, he's like, look
Aye.
Is it
man.
true? Aye.
Just has a couple of whiskies and goes fucking bonkers.
You know, seeing the film, he cuts his tail and that,
That must have been. I nearly believed you there.
So
No,
then,
but aye,
the second
aye,
time we'd obviously went to Vegas to do the PI and meet the guys through Paradigm, which was pretty cool. 1 minute.
I feel like we've been there before then as well.
Oh, we were.
fought there.
Remember
Shogun?
we fought Shogun,
Aye.
and Jordan was eating chips after
Aye,
Flair.
that's when you had the whiskey and you fell off the bed and that.
Aye.
That howler head stuff.
Aye, it's like fucking rocket fuel in it. We should get see for the London card. We should get some Howlerhead and fucking make a content.
In here?
Because you're going down.
Aye, it's probably better staying up here. I don't know. Let's see. What
I've never tried the howler head.
Have you not? It's like banana flavoured whiskey.
Aye,
Aye. Is it all right?
it's rough. I'm not a whiskey guy though.
We told the story of Whiskey Guy, didn't we? Whiskey Guy Chris last week.
Right. In Arizona.
There's a wee shop over from my work and I love whiskey, but I can't buy a full bottle because I'll just drink it all and then it's just fucking chaos. So, honestly, and I only drink in the house. I never ever drink in public ever. So I'll go and get like a wee half bottle. My missus videos me fucking try to get me off the couch and that because I'm on the couch, fuck. And she's just like, right, come on, it's time to go to bed. And I'm just like, fuck off.
You seem like an absolute pleasure this time, mate.
My old boy, he was the fucking an animal with a whiskey too. And I just like, I don't know why I do this.
You told me your old boy was like Begbie back in the day.
Exactly like him. All the old guys were like that though. See, when I grew like if you see a picture of my dad when he was like our age, he looks exactly like Robert Carlyle in fucking Trainspotting. Big moustache. He's a Hearts supporter. Just wore Pringle jerseys. Just went to football game and caused bother. But that was like every guy. Everyone was like that.
Especially in the 90s.
Aye, for sure. If you went to football, you just went to cause bother. There was no other need to be there. But aye, he was
The football was an inconvenience for the violence.
Aye, you had to kind of watch it, eh?
It's still the same. Most people just go to the fit, but it's who you go with, really. They
Just
don't
to
give
see
a
your
fuck
pals,
about-
eh?
Aye. It's about the bus. The pub. Half them end up in the pub at half time anyway.
Just like a fucking
I
fit
myself.
My wee boy doesn't like football, so I'm just like, oh. He likes playing it with his pals, but he hates fucking watching it.
I'm going down to watch Liverpool versus Man United March time.
Aye.
Liverpool not doing too good now. I think Klopp maybe for the chop.
Klopp for the chop.
They're sitting at
Surely
11th.
not. Surely not.
Eleventh.
What he's done in the past surely counts for something.
No, in England it doesn't.
Nah, I was going to say no, but they just go all right, you know.
You don't.
He's been there a while now, though.
That'll be a good experience.
I know. I think it's. We just want to go and see some actual good football.
Where's it? Anfield?
How dare you?
Or Old Trafford?
You don't get it.
You're not getting that at Tynecastle, like.
So my daughter goes and watches Airdrie every week.
Does she go, eh?
She goes and watches
Oh, I feel
Airdrie every
sorry
week.
for her,
I
man.
know, but you know what? I think it
That
shows.
pitch is shite, I know, man.
I know what I think it does. I think it shows resilience because she goes back and hoping for a different result every single fucking week, man. Are they Gary Bear? They might be sitting in the top 3, aren't they? I think they might be getting
The last I checked, they were
fifth. So, it's disappointment. I think it's always been the same as being an Airdrie fan. Like, it's just, we'll go and watch football. It's not even we'll go and watch good football. We'll go and watch football. And she was excited about somebody had signed. She's like, such and such a sign. And I was like, hi, cool. Cool. I'm sure he'll make a huge difference to these. I'm sure they'll score a goal.
That's quality.
I know. So she goes there every week. But so after I've been there, then we're heading to Vegas, Greece. And as you're saying, the wrestling boys are out there partying.
Aye.
It'd be rude.
I think we're the 6th. I think they're there like the 8th or 9th.
What if you get a fight, though? You were saying on the episode that's not released yet.
If I get a fight, then
You'll be training with me.
I'll be training away, and we'll just stand in the corner when they're out with the Grado boys.
Just have 2 nights on the beers.
What gym?
Steady floor.
Casey at?
Casey
What
O'Neill.
gym is she at?
I don't think she's. Oh, she is Vegas. That's
Yeah,
right.
son.
She is Vegas. We'll hit her up. Is she fighting in London as well?
Aye,
18?
she is. I think, what gym is it out there that Strickland and I go to?
Oh, fuck, the name's
Is it
Is
Couture?
it?
Couture?
I don't think they do. They go. What's the other one called?
It's like Kaching or something like that. Like what?
That's going to come. That's going to annoy me because I just watched the video. Syndicate.
Syndicate.
Aye. So maybe jump in there for some rounds or whatever.
I'd been to the
No, we Strickland though.
How no?
That would just be a square go.
Think it'll just turn into a fucking
Oh,
scrap.
that's the way he spars, isn't it? Like actually.
Did you see the jiu-jitsu guy that was ripping on the fucking?
He's dead
man,
now.
died, man.
Just died. Aye.
Did he?
Big Orlando. Aye.
Aye, Strickland showed up at his house.
Mate, I liked him, man. He was a cool.
How did I?
There were no saying. He had a lot of drug problems.
Oh, did he?
He was quite open about it on his Instagram and that, and getting
What kind of drugs?
he
you
was
talking about?
doing the fucking
Heavy stuff.
opiates. Aye.
He was doing the fly shit though with Strickland.
Aye, I think
Jamming
that's
his
one of the
elbows
ones
and-
because the
Big
guy's
guy.
a douchebag, isn't he?
Aye.
Big guy. He's going to do. Mate, he see when he was still competing. If somebody like put him in a triangle, he was just fucking lifting them up and just bouncing their head off the flare and getting
Aye,
DQ'd.
You're going to get DQ'd. You're going to get beat anyway.
He just
so it's-
never. He didn't give a fuck. He was quite entertaining. He was.
He was in a biker gang, I want to say.
He was kind of like
The Blue
he
Oyster-
had,
selling guns
Blue
to
Oyster
IRA and all.
biker guy.
he had the big moustache. He wore the big gold Rolex. Drove the fucking
Did they know
Harley.
Clay Morrow?
Did he?
Did they know Clay Morrow?
What's
Did
that?
he, did he have
Is
the
that-
assless chaps as well?
Fucking. You've obviously been going about Edinburgh. I've seen you at some clubs with the boys. The leather Harley Davidson cap and the
Blue
assless chaps.
Oyster.
Have you seen the? it's the stifler, the stifler in the gay bar dancing.
Why not though? Eh? Fuck it, mate. I've worked at gay bars. It's all right.
Cause you're a bit.
Sorry, did you take part in them though?
They didn't talk to you. This is what you think. This is what every straight man thinks of. If I go down to a gay bar, all the guys will come up to me. They will me. They
Fuck
didn't-
off, man. Look at me.
I just
promise
shut
you.
my
Mate,
I
Fucking
just shut
look
my
at me.
eyes.
Did they come
I
up to you?
guarantee I'm going to get some tail. I'm going to get some dick in a gay
Gonna
bar.
get your dick
You
sucked.
know what I mean?
I just shut my eyes, man. It's
They
the
know.
best thing
I'm
to do.
telling you. You maybe get like sometimes they'll come up and they'll stand dead close to you. A lot of times, younger gay guys will try and kind of intimidate you with it a wee bit. But see, when you work at a gay bar, it's not that. Mate, see some of the fucking scrapping you get with the women. It's unreal. You'll get like
Are we talking about lesbians?
Bill Burr put it well. Just walking up the road like this. And I'm saying,
Walking here.
like they type of women, they just fucking head down and start dropping cunts. It's quality. Like I've seen that more than a few times. But
So what you're
fucking-
saying is Amanda Nunes, is that what you're saying?
Part of a lesbian, man. Part of a lesbian.
she would definitely just put the head down and just
Hitting the clit like a speedball.
or they'll just fucking batter a very feminine guy. Start like dragging him about by the hair and that. Honestly, mate, I've seen it.
You ever see Blaze of Glory when they finish at the end?
Oh, I've seen some fucking crackers. Like gay nights are funny as fuck to work. The best nights to work because everybody's like gay guys are just all mad on drugs the whole night.
Aye, they need to relax the old sphincter.
Aye, pop just... If you fucking patted down every single person who came into the club, everyone would have poppers. Like, it just didn't give a fuck, eh? I'm not joking. Just didn't care.
Poppers legal though?
Well, you never know when you've got to clean vinyls.
They sell them in
They sell them in the shop. I know.
What, the till?
But
Chewing gum. Poppers. I've done it hundreds of times, man.
I'd rather you didn't do it like right in front of everybody, but I know, you kind of. What can you do?
What,
I remember I
Boys
used to take poppers all the time at Tina Park.
Boys
all
are
the
just
time.
to have a good time, eh?
And we were on the shows, one of the shows my mate went to take, and the show was up. Ended up getting his gub in his eyes and everything.
That's, but they're not for me. Like,
you just go hard shit.
aye, I just occasionally smoke opium, but I will not fucking take poppers.
Have you had a few drugs, man? Aye.
Aye. Fucking hell. I was hoping this was going to be like this podcast.
You brought up the drugs to start with, bro.
I know, mate.
I've circled back to that because I'm interested because I've not really done a lot of drugs apart from.
Do you know what, mate? It kind of, this is going to sound bad, but it just happens by accident. I know that sounds really fucking
You
bad.
get spiked?
No.
You ever been spiked?
By myself.
Is that what you do with bottles of whiskey?
No. So a friend of mine had just come back from London. I don't want to say too much about him because everyone who knows me it'll be obvious who he is. And he said, it was my birthday. I'd just turned like 27. And he's like, mate, I brought you back a present. I says, oh, what you got? He's like, it's just an opium joint, mate. And I was like, all right. We were going to work. And he goes, you'll be fine. We'll just smoke it in the car driving to work. You'll be fine. You'll have a nice shift. It'll be just nice. He's like, I used to always go down the Camden Roundhouse. He's like, have a wee opium joint in the taxi. Just bang on, mate. Have a great night. And I was like, aye, all right. No bother. So we're driving to work, mate. No kidding you. Fucking smashed my car on Calder Road. Hit a fucking parked car at the roundabout. It just like, it stopped at the traffic light and I just fucking boom. Straight in. I was like, I never said his name. What we got to do? And he's like, I don't know, mate. Let's just fucking go to work. So we just drove to work, right? Stood there. The manager's coming up. He's like, what the fuck's up with you two cunts? Two of us just stood there like a couple of cabbages the whole night, mate. I mean, just stood there like, oh my God, what am I doing? Like, this is a proper new low, eh? Like, never again.
So was it a horrible high then?
No, it was quality.
You're like, what am I doing myself? I just try to do it again.
You just feel like a bag of shit, eh? Like, that's it.
And then what's the next day like?
Aye, all right, because I never had very much. So it's just a bit sprinkled in a joint. So you're smoking a bit of grass, you're smoking a bit of...
Angel dust, baby.
you're just,
A little bit of PCP.
You're just chilling out, eh? But it's no for me. It makes me feel like such a fucking degenerate.
Yeah, bro.
I know, mate. Just like, it's when you ever had any pals, like, they take a bit of Charlie and the next thing they're like, I just tried smoking crack and it was all right. And that's it. The next thing they've lost an eye in that. that's the road they go
Guy
down.
for the Walking Dead.
Mate, I've been dreading that all week. When does he get shagged in the eye? I've been watching this all week. When's he going to get fucking pumped in the eye? It's never going to... Does that actually happen? I'm all like...
So, he's only on that Last of Us yet, right?
No.
I will say one thing. The third episode is like a gay episode, right?
What do you mean gay?
Gay episode. So this guy stays his cell. He's got all his guns in the basement, right? And basically finds it's a zombie apocalypse, remember? So everybody's no
Does he shag them?
vicinity. There's that guy out his backyard, right? Just setting off alarms and all that. So he's got all these traps and that. Basically, I think he's got to kill him and then invites him in. Next thing you know, it's a love story and he's kissing his beard and he's making him dinner. No, I'm just sitting there like that. I was loving this all this season. What's going on? This better be a fucking...
Some sort of homophobe.
Where are they going with this? Because it was just out the blue.
So...
And the guy had all the guns. I'm like, I like this guy. But I'm not homophobic at that. I'm just like, where did just go with this?
I like how you had that.
You know what I mean?
I'm not homophobic, but
I don't want to see them on television.
it's not the shooting I want. It's not the shooting you wanted to see, was it?
Aye, it was just, it went into a love story.
So here's the
And
thing.
it's
Do you
like
think if that guy
off
was
the
a girl, it would have been the same outcome? Like if it was a girl to set him off the alarms, he would just bring her in and start kissing her beard?
I don't know, man. That's a.
Is
that's a
there
question
many?
for another day.
Is there many women about in it, or is he just taking what he can get?
That's what I was thinking.
Like, it's just
That's what I thought. I thought he was going to kill him.
It's
I
like
thought
when
they
you're
were
in
getting
jail.
to kill him, then
You know what I mean?
Next thing you know, he's tucking him into bed, not and telling him to go for a shower. So, okay, all right.
how many years in the
What's
jail
your
before you have to think about it?
I just
What's
grabbed the
your
soap.
middle of the book?
I grabbed the
Next thing?
soap for the side of the bed, the lotion, you know. It's one of those parties.
Middle of the book.
But apparently it's on today because it's a computer game.
Yep.
So it's on similar to that, but they've went off. It's not exactly like the game, but there's something there. It's in the game, but I've not played the game.
So it wasn't Pedro Pascal that's getting his
No.
dick sucked? Right, cool.
No, it's actually a famous guy.
It's the guy for
the beard?
Parks and Rec, innit?
Aye,
he's
that guy.
a bit of a stud, isn't he? Let's be
Have you
honest,
seen
man.
it? How cool is it with all the guns you like? Doesn't want to move and all, blah, blah, blah. I'm like,
Mate, I was going to let my son watch this. My son's been asking about this, and now I'm like,
I'm sorry for spoilers, man, but ends up like the guy ends up dying. You know what I mean? He's in a wheelchair, he's feeding him and all, and it's like, and it's sad. It was like a pure love story in an episode. Like, bring the zombies back, man.
so his boyfriend's in a wheelchair.
Aye.
Can he get away from him?
Aye, because you kicked his back doors in that much that he can't walk.
Crippled
I
him.
thought he had AIDS. See, when I first seen him, I thought he had AIDS. I'm like, he's got AIDS. But it must have had some sort of cancer. Some sort of bum cancer or something.
You know, son. This is going to sound.
This will be the last podcast we'll do.
This is going to sound horrible, and we might need to cut this out, right? But we used to work with a boy who was
When you start a story, we may have to cut this out.
Never cut in it.
he's HIV positive, and we used to call him Stevie AIDS. That was like his actual name, mate. What's his like Stevie AIDS? Like, honestly, mate, it's
They
Stevie.
were off his Edinburgh, man. That was fucking rife back in the day, man.
It's rife now. So you would go like,
Kool-Aid.
who's all working tonight? Is Stevie AIDS in the night? And like everybody, he's in at 10. Like nobody, just, Stevie AIDS. He was a great guy. R.I.P. bro.
Oh, does he did?
Don't know.
Did you know
Didn't he keep in touch? Do you know-
Magic Johnson money?
He's a cunt for fucking. He used to send you text messages that were like pure sexually explicit, and then message you be like, sorry, mate, that was for somebody else.
Just testing the water, is it?
He's just see what's going on. You'd be like, mate, come on, it's got to stop. But
After the
good
first time
guy.
you fucked him.
Like Horst a month now was like, look, Stevie, it's not for me.
I think we got off the track there.
So Kevin Lee's re-signed.
So as we were saying, like, this did really start as an MMA podcast, hence the name Leathered, and it's went from drugs to.
We were leathered and drugs, man.
I like it, aye.
The guy got leathered in that.
In the back
That was a bad story.
So
I feel so bad. I feel like messaging him now to say, like, look, I'm sorry, mate.
What one? The guy who's dead?
Nah,
Stevie AIDS?
Stevie, I don't think
Is
he's
he
dead.
still alive?
I think so. I can't be sure.
We should get him on a podcast. What have you done for the last 10 years?
No, a lot.
What have you done? Have you passed it to anybody?
Keys and names. So MMA is what's happening in the world of MMA. We had Fedor's last fight.
Your man for Cage Warriors is back fighting Tyson Pedro, that Modescus guy.
I seen he get re-signed again.
Aye.
So on that
out the show.
Australian card, you've got Pedro fighting and you've got Jimmy Crute fighting as well. Who's Jimmy Crute fighting?
Alonso Manifold.
That's a good fight.
Aye.
Like that's a really good fight. Like a fan favourite. Like because both the guys, Jimmy's coming off 2 losses now. He got a loss via dead leg for Anthony Smith. Who was it?
Dead leg.
That's what it was.
His foot
he
just
was
fucking
"Fuck him."
stopped.
What a pussy, man.
See, I can't see in man because he leathered me.
He didn't leather you either.
He didn't let you first.
Who was his fight before that? Was it? It was another big name.
Jamal knocked him
Jamal
out.
Jamal. Aye.
But he just
Check
fucking went straight forward, and got like.
And then did he not beat him? Who did he beat? He just walked over the guy for Cage Wars. I think it was Modestus. He walked out
minced
he just
minced
flatlined him.
Modestus. Aye.
I don't know.
He
He did. I think he did. He just walked forward, didn't he?
He
It was
done
like
him
he looked like really
Big mullet
happy
Jimmy
with it.
Crute.
just come over and fucking smashed
Who
him.
are we going for that one?
Oh fuck!
I think Crute's more well-rounded. I think Crute's one of these guys that has got a chance to be a champion because what age is he? He's in his 20s. 26. There you go. So he's a young guy.
Fucking hell.
So you think about it, he's still got a good while in him. So let's say Jimmy Crute goes on a bit of a tear, and then you've
Right.
got, as we said, Pedro versus Modestus, who are you going for?
Pedro.
Aye.
I know Cage Wars gave him that guy the title shot again right away. I think they were just trying to get him back to the UFC, obviously. But
is he one of the Cage Warriors management? Is that right?
He's won the belt twice and he's been re-signed twice, obviously. So I don't know. I fancy Pedro. A wee bit early out though, didn't he? Did he come back and win his return?
The wins he did get in the UFC, they were kind of.
He beat me, mate.
No, I mean in Modestus.
Oh, Modestus, I was going to say.
He won in the UFC?
He fought a Greek boy who was a middleweight who took the fight on short notice and he fucking elbowed him in the back of the head. And the boy went down, the ref stopped it. And it was bad, and it was quite a few elbows to the back of the head. When the boy shot in, he just fucking elbowed him 4 or 5 times, like full on the back of the head. And he went down. He actually never went down. I'm sure the round ended and the cage door opened and it was something stupid. I'd have to go back and watch it, but I mind it being a pure weird ending, and then the referee waved it off and I was like,
who's Yari got? Yari Rodriguez he's got Josh Emmett, I think. That'll be a belter.
That's a war in it.
I like Emmett.
I love him.
He's quite underrated.
Aye. He scraps like fuck as well. Can he comes out and he
hits hard.
And he looks for finishes, He just looks to go through people. It's good, mate.
This is where my MMA knowledge is pretty.
Just crumbles.
Aye. I know he's the bald guy. He looks a bit like you, Ross, but
he looks like
a beardless orc.
Looks like the Krang out of the Turtles.
He does. That's how I'm hoping to look.
The main event, I see Islam's no too happy about. I don't know. He's saying it's not getting published enough or whatever. But Volks is like everybody's buzzing on here about it. So
is that not his job as well?
Aye.
Really?
I think everybody's talking about it.
Aye, I would say.
It's a fucking cool fight.
So Dana had a wee bit of back and forth with Islam because he forgot.
Is this on public forum?
He forgot his name. Dana forgot Islam's name.
Didn't he see that? What did he call him?
What? Say that again.
Yesterday again.
Did he?
Yeah, he turned around and look at the poster to see what Islam's name
Oh,
was.
fuck off, man. That's hilarious.
That's your champion, know what I mean? That's your champion, your company.
I think that's a wind up.
No, just
no care.
Doesn't care.
What about?
I'm rooting for the rugby guy.
I'm agreeing with you. In fact, did we not? We did the live coverage of the last one, didn't we?
It's pretty so.
Has he got to win? Has he got a chance?
Is Volk? I think so. Well, look at the jiu-jitsu onslaught that he had for Brian Ortega when he fought. Like full on guillotine choke was in. He never tapped. Full on triangle as well. Never tapped. So he's tough. He's got that.
He can wrestle. He can strike.
Aye. So
I think if you as well line up the guys he's fought. So I was looking at this today because I thought this is obviously going to come up on the podcast and I didn't want to just come on and sound like I fucking hate Islam Makhachev. Because I kind of do sound like that, right? But I was looking at who Islam Makhachev's fought and then you look at who Volkanovski's fought. Volkanovski's been fighting like fucking mean machines of that division for a long time, mate. And I'm not saying Islam Makhachev isn't fucking brilliant. I rewatched his Oliveira fight and he was pretty brilliant, right? But Bobby Green's not the same as fighting Max Holloway
3 times or whatever.
Do you know what I mean? Like he's not the same as fighting Brian Ortega. It just isn't the same. Like Volkanovski's, like you say, Max Holloway 3 times. But Ortega.
Size is what to play a factor.
I was thinking about this.
Obviously come up with.
Aye, that probably is. Like I wouldn't see Volkanovski stopping him. I didn't think, but you didn't know because he's just. I don't think he'll out cardio him, which obviously he punched fuck out a Korean zombie, to the point where it was have we got to stop this? Do you know what I mean? But it's hard.
Korean zombie's not the same guy if you like 10, 15 years ago.
No way. A lot of miles,
So how you think the fight's going to go? The distance?
I think the distance for Volkanovski to win. I think the distance. I think Volkanovski will look to beat him over the distance, and if he can get a finish, he'll take it. I think Islam Makhachev will come out looking for a finish. I think there's quite a lot of pressure up, but you can probably speak better at this than me. With being in Volkanovski's backyard, so to speak, is that going to be a problem, do you think?
I don't know. I think a guy like Volks, he's fought in all the shows, hasn't he? He's fought, he's headlined. I don't think
he's the man, He's the man already.
It's going to affect him too much.
Probably help him then.
He is likeable.
Aye, for sure. I think the problem with Islam Makhachev is you didn't see enough of these guys, these Dagestani guys, and it's always the kind of same thing. Like they take a picture in the village, like cooking over a pot out in the middle of nowhere. They do. All the pictures are the same. Like if you go on their Instagram, all the pictures are the same. They're going about in like the this beat up Jeep that they've had for 50 years that was their old man's Jeep, and I'm not against it. I'm not saying it's bad. Like,
I think that's just for a camera.
maybe. I don't know.
And then they're all jumping about with fucking Ham's Buller.
Aye, in a Lambo.
I hate that wee cunt.
Aye, he's a bit sausage, isn't he?
I don't like that wee guy.
Why?
He's a wee dick.
He's just annoying. He's
Well,
just
here's the thing,
everywhere.
would you let a grown man
And
punch you in the face
never,
regardless of what
never.
size he is?
I would kick him like Ike the Baby out of South Park, right out of the fucking wall.
Did you ever hear who I thought Hezbollah was? So I thought he was just like a rough.
What you mean?
So I
There's
didn't.
somebody inside him like Men in Black or something?
I didn't realise he was like an adult, like a
He's in
like a
his
dwarf.
20s, isn't he?
Aye. So I thought he was just like some rough Dagestani kid who just grew up in like a corrugated iron shed up in the mountains of Dagestan. I didn't know, mate. I didn't know, and I thought like they just
detailed fucking description.
and I just thought they felt bad for him and took him about the place and that. Like maybe his fucking old man had died or something, and they were like, "Oh, let's take this wee guy to like America and that." That's what I thought. I didn't realise he was like a
grown man.
Aye.
He's about 30, isn't he?
I don't know. I didn't care.
I thought he was early 20s. 21. He's just a boy.
He's 21.
But he's definitely not like a rough kid. Maybe
He's
still is.
He's definitely
He'll
not
still be
30
kicked
anyway.
in.
He's definitely
He's
not
old
making
enough to
30.
be kicked.
He's
Aye, but that's the thing, like, let him, like, regardless of the size of him, you're not going to let a man punch you in the face,
Nah.
regardless of what his fucking atom weight is.
Who did he punch? Folk.
Everybody just
Everybody.
jabs everybody.
Oh, right. I thought you were meaning like he's done something this week.
No, I see people picking him up. Like, I've seen pictures of Islam holding him like a baby. Like,
Aye, that's
get to fuck.
degrading as fuck.
I know.
It's weird.
So, are we moving on to the power slap league
it's
or the ass slap league?
it's everywhere
Both of
though.
them. You've not seen this yet.
I've seen
I've
that
seen
slap.
that
That
slap.
slap, they bend over, and then
It's just a bird slapping another bird in the arse.
Aye.
Like,
And then how do you win?
I can get
how do you win?
behind it.
How do you win the ass slap league?
Hey, I like what you did there.
I can.
What was the thing? Keep it high.
Go fuck yourself, man.
Sorry, mate.
But the slaps to the face, man. I'm not digging it. I'm not digging it.
Some
at all,
cunts
man.
gonna
But
die, man.
you seen the damage to the cunts' faces,
It's
man?
funny
They're
when
just swelling
you
up.
see the guys behind them like try to catch him and they still don't catch him sometimes.
No,
like, you've got one job to do.
I've never seen them catch him. It's
Oh.
like, we need to let you fall.
Aye.
We need to let you fall.
But we're
Put
there.
a mat or something behind them. Fucking
Crash mat.
Aye.
And then you've got like so many, is it like 90 seconds to get back to your feet and stand in the square again and take another slap?
Or they get them to walk about. Have you seen that one?
See when you're steaming and you're outside a club,
Try to sober yourself up.
Aye, to get in the bouncer, so
Right,
you stop
right,
back
Chris,
up.
Chris,
You
listen.
look him in the eyes, no.
Sober yourself up, mate. Sober yourself
Are
up.
you alright to go back in here?
They never say no way.
My brain shook about my skull, know what I mean? But I'm good. I'm good to go.
It's not just that. It's like
Imagine you hit somebody with everything you've got and they take it. You're like, oh, I'm next now, player. I'm next now.
It's the guys that they line up the face and then they fucking drop back here like, and you get like 1, 2, and then just unload.
you're allowed 3, eh? Is
Are
that
you
what it is? I think you're allowed to like measure 2 or 3 times. Then you've got to, because you're not allowed to like make them flinch. You've got to fucking either go or. Well, it's fucked up. See, as soon as I see the hands behind the back holding the wee foam thing, I'm just like,
Aye. And
Like a pool noodle.
aye. One of you is going to die for like 500 quid.
What is it? Is it like, I think it's 2 and 2, isn't it? 2 to show, 2 to win.
That's so stupid.
Is it-
mate.
That's how much it is, aye.
just to get slapped.
Just to get slapped.
You get trackies and a t-shirt, but
God damn.
that say power slap on it.
That's how you
Oh.
get you.
That's-
Is it in the- is it in the- is it in the Apex? Is that where it's held?
Fuck no.
You get
The fight there? Aye, there isn't it?
Final's going to be in the.
Oh,
you
is
get
it? Is it?
transported for the hotel and all that, like try to
So just so
for a slap.
is this like a knockout style tournament? Like a winner stays.
Winner stays on.
Oh, this I don't know, man.
Fighter who slapped him.
Oh, that's
fucking
fucking
idiot.
mad.
They have to sign the house together. No, I'm fucking slapping you tomorrow, man.
That's mad. I thought this was just like a one-off thing, and then you went home and you fucking
So what
recovered
are they,
for having
like,
brain
obviously,
damage.
Obviously, it's kind of similar to the Ultimate Fighter house. Like,
don't know,
but
mate.
how are they? How are
Honestly,
they?
don't have a
What are they
clue.
training? Are they training like?
They've got
Shadow
medicine,
boxing?
medicine boys like that.
They weigh them in. Do they weigh them in?
What do you mean?
Do you get like weighed? Or do you just go?
There's actually there's weight divisions. Aye, there is. Aye.
Or do you just go
Actually,
against
you know
anybody?
the big fat cunts.
Here's
just
the question.
tearing each other
Would you be
apart.
into it? No,
Don't
just
know.
like put money to the side just to
No.
fucking experience
No,
it.
no. Nah.
If there's a reason, it would be money.
Aye.
You give me $100,000, I would do boy.
Just let somebody
Aye,
slap you.
I'll let the heavyweight hit
Is
me,
it
man.
like is it like heads and tails to get like who goes first?
Aye. Aye, it's
A game of rock, paper,
aye,
scissors,
It's a
and then you
coin
fucking,
toss
like-
for who's first.
You definitely want to be first. Like, can we do alphabetical? C comes first, please.
To see a ghost just leaving you, man. like Casper.
I hate when they try and stand them up and the boy's just fucking dead.
Aye. Just the brain rattling inside.
Joe Rogan's running in like, how do you feel?
Guy can't talk. Seen the one with the
So
guy? His face was like mushed.
So who does the like presenting? Who like do they have like presenters? I'm assuming like a guy that's saying, "Oh, he's lining up pretty good there. Third time, let's go."
3-0.
Maybe somebody with a big head like Brian Stan or something.
Yeah, he's American.
Did you?
I could definitely take that slap and head this square.
Did you see what? Oh fuck! What you called him out last time?
Anthony Smith.
Anthony Smith said he was like, "Oh, I love Anthony Smith. These are my type of people." And Nate Diaz tweeted underneath it, "That's because you're a dumb fuck." I was like, oh, "Don't hold back, Nathan."
Right, so you're into ass slap, no any power slap.
Yes.
What about BKB? Would you do a wee bit of the fucking
Only for
cheddar?
Aye. Good wad.
Good wad. Would you fight Mike Perry? But
Aye.
Mike Perry bare knuckle boxing, he's super intense, man.
Aye. We'll beat Michael Page, man.
Aye.
Hey, Michael Page is fighting next week.
In America.
Aye.
And what?
MMA. Bellator.
Oh right, no bare knuckle on that.
Look at us getting back to MMA.
What about can we talk about the introduction? Whose introduction is?
And also, we hit up sorry.
Oh, goddamn.
That's his brother. Cut the mic.
So we hit up
Sorry,
Bruce Buffer
Bruce.
and had, asked Bruce to do the intro for us, and he's done it.
That's
in his,
cool, man.
in his tuxedo and the green screen. And I had put a line in it because I was like, I just wanted to see if he would say it because it's like you know, like Ron Burgundy when you type in and I have a, it's like that.
I'm Ron Burgundy.
I wanted to see, and the line was, take it away.
You can either hit the streets or hit the sheets.
Aye. So we had said presenting from the streets or the sheets, meaning we don't mind if it's in the streets fucking or we're in your bed fucking, we're going to do it. And
Get leathered in both.
so
I saw a film called Black Dynamite
Aye.
with Michael J. White. I don't know if you've seen it, guys.
Aye, it's
But it's
good.
probably maybe the best film ever made.
it's good, man.
Strong.
It's a spoof, but like, just watch it. So
It's fun, innit? We
Yeah,
watched it for.
You're not going to ruin it like you ruined the last Airs, no?
no, but that's just episode 3. Episode 4 is good. Did you watch that one? Deadly, man.
So how many?
But
how
there's
many-
no gay action in it, so I was a bit gutted. The soaks stayed down the side of the bed. The soaks stayed down the side of the bed, all dry. Anyway, Black Dynamite, Michael J. White. He done the MMA one, didn't he? Never back down.
Is he never? I think he's done loads of sparring with like guys, and I'm sure I've seen him. You'll be able to tell us better, Gary.
No, Mike Perry knows.
Mike Perry was trying to fight him. That's right. Mike Perry.
Why? What for? Just
Mike-
because he's mad and wants to fight cunts?
So there's a scene in Black Dynamite, right, where he's taking a bird into a fast food joint, and there's a donut. There's a donut, right, just like a mascot donut. And just out in the air, he just like, Papero, Dynamite, just shoots this donut, right? And the woman's, the donut's spinning, but all of a sudden the donut's got an AK-47 that's on, right? It's like, how did you know Black Dynamite? It's like, donuts don't wear alligator shoes. And it's like, the guy's shoes are just pointing up, it's this pure cowboy alligator shoe. It's the funniest thing ever, man. Honestly, just go and watch it. I won't want to ruin it anymore, but it's funny. But he says you can hit the sheets or hit the streets, so that's how we got.
We got it. And,
We got Bruce to say it.
And I had messaged Chris, and I was like, I don't think he'll say it. I don't think he'll say it.
He just come right out.
Seen him when he sent it to me.
Man's
I
a
know.
professional.
Oh, he was fucking
Doesn't
beautiful.
give a
Yeah, he's
fuck.
a pro. He's a pro.
You sent him something to say, he's saying it. Doesn't give a fuck.
Just reads it as it comes, and then puts on time.
He got the suit on, the green screen.
I know, it was pretty cool, wasn't it?
That was class, man. Fair
What
play.
about as fight fans having Bruce Buffer calling your names?
It's
That's
cool.
pretty cool, isn't it?
You want to know what's cool? I showed my son and he was like, fucking hell. He never swore because he's not allowed to swear. He gets a fucking
It's no. It doesn't be the best thing, though, like when he's calling your
see,
name,
he's
you're
doing it,
outside
and like
the
you're
cage.
standing,
Oh, for sure.
seeing you're right in front of him, and he's like,
That's
he
an
gives
arena.
you,
And
he
you
gives you,
jacked.
he gives you, man.
Aye.
But even like my laddie watching fights, he's like, fucking hell, Ken, this is.
Here's the thing,
mad.
I think the big man's missed. Come the day he retires,
Oh, aye.
like I don't think there's any like Joe Martinez is good, but I
No,
don't
he
think
needs somebody
anybody can
with a
step
bit of
into the
fucking-
fucking.
It's not just that, like,
the shoes.
Bruce Buffer's iconic.
He is. He's a he's like the he is the UFC.
Aye.
And you wouldn't be able to see his
How soon was he into it?
catchphrase.
Was he right for the beginning?
He was the first one.
Was he?
Him and John McAfee.
Aye.
That's
He was,
mad.
he was
eh?
also in Friends.
He was in Friends.
I remember, what's his name? John Favreau.
Aye.
Is
Bet he does a powery riding, eh?
Bruce Buffer?
Aye.
Aye.
I
Like
don't
a
know.
it's got to be silly.
I don't know. He's a
Silly.
family man.
I don't know what I was saying because
Nah.
he's just helped us out a bit.
You're like, Paul, tell me that story, mate.
No, I'm just
fucking
saying.
Ross, I'm not telling
just-
you shit.
I'm saying if Bruce was a single man,
Oh, if Bruce is a single man, he's getting all the tail.
aye, I'm no sit out.
I've been in the sauna a few times. The Bruce man, he is shredded.
Some dick on him.
Shredded.
So,
Well, I didn't see his dick. I seen his abs, man.
right, so talking about dick, have you ever been hanging about in changing rooms waiting to see other fighters' dicks?
I would say that's the norm,
Aye, I did that.
standard.
You
See,
ever, you ever hair dried anybody's boys?
Aye.
To get the weight down?
Once Chris was soaking wet, right? So what,
To hair
was
dry
that,
the
was
balls?
that for Bellator? You were soaking wet, mate, and we'd literally, we were trying to get every bit of moisture out of you. We'd blow dried your hair, and he's standing there with his cock, just hanging, and I look at his pubes, and they're fucking soaking,
You need to dry them off.
and I'm like,
With the hair dryer.
I've got this.
Give them a curl.
So I pick it up.
Take one. You take one for the team.
I'm just blow drying his pubic hair.
What a good friend.
And we made weight, so it worked.
So there you go.
Aye.
So that's it. Going forward, that's what fighters should be doing.
No, you should just be shaving
Yeah,
them.
I've scraped jizz off him, man. So
That sounds fucking dark.
actual fucking sweet sweat jizz looking with like a credit card, and
The
that's
sweet
like,
sweat's
that's
fucking
horrible.
mental, eh?
So can we clip that? I've scraped a jizz off him.
Aye. Probably
That's-
have actually scraped jizz off him at one point and all, man.
We've shared a bed a few times. We've shared rooms. You remember down in Newcastle, Manchester? I slept in a chair. Slept
And you worked
upright.
all crooked.
Slept upright in a chair all night, like a disappointed dad waiting his 16-year-old come in. Where have you been? I was like,
So whoever's fighting usually gets the comfy, the big bed, or like if we're driving, the front seat, whatever. So they're comfy because they're fighting. So other guys are either on the floor or on a chair. So
but this was
what I'm
back in the days where we really couldn't afford other rooms, wasn't it? It was like one room, and it was like, right, can we share the bed?
But what if I
No.
said it would help me make weight if you got in beside me?
You're going to raise my temperature?
you probably miss me, bro.
You're going to fall to the gunnels.
You are not a good teammate. Get in here and
You know what? I went dark there.
Get
I
in
thought,
here, Chris.
Get in here, and then it'll help me make weight. And I was thinking, well, when he's sticking his dick in your ass and jizzing up you, you're definitely not making weight.
You ever seen a human centipede, bro? That's us, man. That's us.
that's love though. Eh? That's how it's going to be.
So we've done some. The weight cuts have been pretty crazy at times, haven't they?
Oh,
Weight cutting is
no
so
for you anyway. You
stupid.
can't. One time you had a bad one though when you were all cotton weary.
Cotton weird. Was that? I remember the one where I could smell bacon.
Aye.
I'd cut that much weight. I'd cut that much water. I could just smell like I hadn't eaten meat for fucking ages, and I was like, I can smell bacon. I can smell it. And then were you feeding me like fucking bits of watermelon?
Aye,
I was like, man.
I'm just been a dickhead every time, mate, though, because I've always found it like, all right, £25, that'll just come off.
Disney.
And I've always not been too bad with it. Like,
Because you got a wee bit of hip action going on.
aye, mate, I've got
a
belly. Eh?
Muffin top.
Aye, for sure. I just eat bad food, mate. I'll just never eat. I can't do it.
Have you
It's
ever
so hard.
eaten clean and got into a good shape and been
Aye.
like, I fucking feel good?
Aye, but
Were you on the ket and that's just shredded you down?
on the ket, I was on something else for that, but to get me shredded. But no, it's fucking. I don't know. Abs overrated.
Are they?
Aye.
What time on, Jamie?
That's 53 minutes.
53.
We're fucking no bad at this time,
Aye.
thing, are we?
I started it with the drug part, so right in, especially that one for Amsterdam.
The dam is unreal. Eh?
Aye.
It's
should,
undefeated.
Hooker Alley.
We should go.
Aye.
Do a podcast, Highland and Giraffe's Nuts.
Oh, Jesus.
Get Gaz on with some fucking. You do a bit of the mushrooms, don't you, guys?
Do you like a mushroom? Do you?
I like mushrooms.
Do you?
So I went to see the Rolling Stones last year in Anfield in Liverpool. So me, a couple of my mates, we took acid and mushrooms, right? But it was still daylight, and it was just like it wasn't getting the good vibes. And it went dark, and it started hitting it with like "Give Me Shelter," and it was turned into the best night of my life. But then when it finishes, right, honestly, we're in Anfield and we're staying at the docks, which is fucking a trek. And it was just like a current of how we got home. We just followed the crowd and we were out our fucking tits, man. Honestly, out my fucking banger. Don't even know how we got home. All of a sudden, we were right outside the hotel, freeze. Like, how did we just get here?
How long did that high last, or that fucking
hours.
trip?
So we go into the hotel and there's an elevator, but there's all these squares. And there's like 30 people behind us, right? And all my two mates have just stood back and left me like at the front, and I turned back. And I was like, oh no, I'm right at the front, right? So I was pressed the button and we've jumped in. And then this full family of 5 in their wains have just jumped in. And it's just 3 us just like this. Oh no. What room are we on? So my mate Gary, who started talking, they were at the concert, their family in their wains. And he started talking about the concert. He's like, it was like the Colosseum, wasn't it? It was like they were the gladiators up here, and I'm just like fucking hitting the button to go. And as soon as it's opened, I've just threw him. I was like, get fucking up there. He was just talking absolute shit. Went back to the hotel room and just like lay there for hours. But it was amazing. Honestly, it was one of the best things I've ever done. But when it was daylight, it was horrible, man. Because it was like, you were just, the sun was in your eyes and everybody's looking at you. But see, when it went dark and they were doing the light show and it was like flames and it was all coming out at you, it was brilliant.
I did it at T in the Park when I was working security, scanning tickets on the gate. I was just like, this is fucking shit. So I just boom, and then I just went up to my gaffer and I was like, mate,
Acid.
aye. I was like,
you're working?
I know. I was like,
wild, isn't it?
I was like, mate, somebody just put an acid tab on my hand while I've been fucking standing there. I was like, I'm fucked. He's like, all right, just go and walk it off. So I just fucking went and wandered about T in the Park just myself, and just never went back. Just drugged myself, claimed some fucking mad punter had done it.
If you're looking for any jobs, then Ross is your guy.
I'm looking for work.
I always remember, like, see, they have a big walkway at the Rolling Stones gig, and fucking your man just peacocking, you know what I mean? Cunt's about 90. And Mick Jagger just all the way down, and I was right at the end of it, and I was just zoned in because I was out it, and I'm like, he's looking at me, like, look at him, he's peacocking, and he was just like,
He's a wild cunt.
I was like, the guy's a legend, he's got better cardio than me. He's like 2 hours, he was going up and down. I was like, better cardio than me, he's 90, you know what? Now in my head was like, I need to work on my cardio.
Your acid trip was your like realisation.
Jim.
Mick Jagger's got better cardio than me. That's
What
fucking
age is
wicked.
he?
He's 90?
He's no actual 90.
Is that 87?
What is he?
Like 79 or something.
Is it?
That's still very old.
But he was fucking 2 hours just jumping about, but it was amazing. Rolling Stones, man.
So the reason
Imagine
I went
his
to
life.
Amsterdam was for a band. I went and seen a band and I had taken an edible to go back in. So I managed to get this really good seat. The same thing. Like the band's just played for me. Oh my god! And then I had this realisation when it was like
Homelander out of fucking the boys. That's you. He's the Homelander, isn't he?
So I'm watching this gig and then I had this like thought. I was like, imagine everybody was zombies. And then I was like, I'd just let them eat me. Like, I was like,
Ass first.
I was So episode.
You ever had your ass eaten, Ross?
No, mate.
Aye.
My missus is a good woman. She's a good Catholic lassie. Listen, the mother of my children's
What about before her, though?
No, I've been with her since I was 16.
Aye, but what? About 15?
Aye. Halfway through
15.
it.
About 15.
Were you eating ass back in the day, mate?
No, when I was 15, no. I was late to the birds, mate. Birds didn't like
Ginger?
young ginger, skinny Ross go.
Oh.
Took me a wee while.
Oh, did he like
Was
you
it the
now?
accent?
Maybe. No.
I'm okay,
No.
bro. I'm
Listen,
okay, bro.
my missus goes to mass on a Sunday. She's a good woman.
That's what I meant to ask you last week.
I didn't
grew up
hate
at Queen-
Catholics.
You grew up at Queensferry. Do you ever go in the water at the bridges?
No.
You ever go in there?
Never.
No, never?
Everybody used to do it on New Year's Day. I never done it. Ever.
The Looney Duke, isn't it?
Aye. The cold water
What's this?
stuff's fucking
They do-
wild.
It's called the Looney Duke on like Christmas, New Year's
that
Day.
spot?
New Year's Day, you would run in.
Aye.
I think there's people just fling themselves out.
Aye.
I always got to go to the jet ski in it.
Oh, aye, you
You
can
go right up
I've gone in and
fucking
like
Tiago or whatever
push
fuck it is.
boats and stuff in and then jump, but never like
push boats in.
aye, mate, to go on a boat.
Oh,
Out
right,
in the
to go
Forth.
in it,
Aye,
right,
aye,
okay,
aye. Like, no, just being a
just-
fucking
just-
maniac when I was
yeah.
like a wee guy. But aye, folk used to fucking swim about it and everything. It's mad. But New Year's Day, that's a big king. Like fucking hundreds of people. Yeah. Are you into you like the cold water stuff now?
You've got that bath and you're
Aye.
sending me pictures of you night. I was like, don't do it. don't do it. It was like thick with ice. I'm like, please don't do that.
No, I
man.
didn't. Couldn't get through, man. I was hitting it with the people's elbow.
I seen you
and
were out the fucking weight plate trying to smash it. Like, fucking, calm yourself down. Go and
Mate,
get yourself a
it's
cup of
wild.
tea, son.
It's a wild thing, that fucking.
I
Oh,
like,
well and
I
good.
like if we're at like rivers or locks or
Aye.
waterfalls. I love all that.
Oh, you want to go to the waterfall? Do you?
We're shooting a new documentary for my next fight,
seen
the
that.
rematch, and we'll be doing some waterfall shit if you want to come and.
Do this one.
Aye.
Get the
But,
back out.
Have you
Get
been
the
up
back
at the Falls of Falk one? You done that?
No.
It's quite a good one. A lot of wind. Good jump. But
Yeah,
it'll be
let's
like
do it.
documented and that. So
I'm not going in
good
cold
footage.
water. No chance.
Ah, it's a river, mate. It's not that cold.
I mean, we done it in the gym once, and I was like, "This is the." I mean,
that's
driving
right,
home, and my
I've been.
fucking feet were so like it was like a half an hour drive home, and my feet were still fucking freezing. I went home.
Oh, I feel brilliant after
Aye,
that.
No, I feel like
Aye.
shit.
Feels
But-
good.
The one at the PI, that's called.
That is cold, man. That's more like a Momo jump in, like, oh.
Remember the wee Brazilians just sitting? I don't know.
You jumped in, didn't you?
Aye, it's got the like hot tub next
Jordan
to-
backflip.
Jordan backflipped in and just fucking missed the edge and nearly smashed his head on. That
He
guy-
would though, eh?
That kid.
I miss Jordan, man.
Look, he's gone.
He's just like, aye.
I
great
still
guy.
see him every day. So he's
Do you?
he's-
Tell him I say hello. He was messaging me yesterday about that power slap thing.
He's got a fight coming up, isn't he?
No, he's injured. He's
Injured?
tore a muscle in his neck.
Has he?
So he's like, came
Oh,
I mean, before I had met Jordan, I seen him stopping a boy from my gym with low kicks, and I was like, that was fucking quality.
who did he stop with low kicks?
Armando Parenti.
Ah, right.
The older
that
one.
that was some deep, like.
Aye. Was that like one of his first fights, actually?
Aye.
I
Was his
can
first fight?
I can remember him just. I was like, oh, what is going on here? When's nobody stopping this fight? Enzo like carrying him in the corner, and I fucking what's going on?
We've got a few Scottish boys in Bellator next week. Bellator Island. We've got
Aye.
Craig
McIntosh.
Mop McIntosh, who you fought, spinning
Yes.
back kicked.
Yes, and Keir Harvey.
Kieran Harvey as well. Kieran
Aye.
Harvey.
I'll be rooting for the two of them. I like the guys.
Good man. They're good guys. They're tough guys in the gym.
Fighting two guys for SBG though that I've trained with are quite good.
It's just pretty much Bellator
Aye.
SBG in it.
John's got the Bellator Dublin wrapped up.
And that's
But it's a spectacle though.
But they're still managing
I sold
to put,
it for the arena.
Aye, I was just
It's
going to say.
brilliant, man. It's brilliant.
I'm going to go over as a fan and watch the guys and enjoy.
Of course you are.
Like we didn't have something, but we didn't have anything similar here.
It's because they don't come here. but
Aye. Other than when UFC
Aye.
came to
I
Scotland,
think if they
but
came, it would do well with numbers.
you think so?
I think
It's a bit late now because, well, I know these boys are on it, but they're no signed to Bellator. There's just one fight deals. But I think if it was a
missed
few
an
years ago
opportunity
when they had
with
me,
you,
Donkey, Whiteford, and that, they would have
They definitely missed an opportunity there. Was it something they spoke about?
never.
Never?
Just it was never on the menu now.
It's pretty much Bama, because all the guys that worked for Bama went on to do Bellator, pretty much Bellator Europe, and do all the matchmaking.
Yeah, Jude and that.
And they'd always spoke about coming to Bama, wanted to come and build a card upon the back of us.
Aye.
But just
Where would
never
they have done it?
happened. They would be fighting the SECC or even the Oval, whatever it's called, the Hydro. Like, there is venues that they would 100% sell out.
Did
Not on the back of me.
Did was it no ACB or something like that?
Oh,
Did
ACB
they
was
not come and
hilarious.
do one?
Aye, but
Aye,
Robert Whiteford had told them that he was going to sell that out himself. He's like, I sold that out the last time myself. And pretty much ACB
Aye.
came and there was like maybe 100 folk in the crowd.
And they were off for me.
And I think 50% of them get free tickets, man.
Oh fucking hell!
Aye, it was a wild show, innit?
But Cage Warriors or nothing's ever come up here, eh?
It came to Kelvin Hall one year,
Did it?
years and years and years ago.
How did it get on? Nah. Well, they've never come.
I went to it, all right.
It's still it was still early days for MMA in Scotland, wasn't it? I mean, we're getting there. We're seeing some young guys who are.
It's a different game in Ireland, eh?
Aye,
For
of
sure,
course,
eh?
man.
Obviously.
They're going to 3 Arena with Cage Wars as well.
I know. I guess if we had like a guy, just that guy like Conor McGregor,
Aye.
who you could hang your jacket on and he'd be able to sell everything. Because that's pretty much what built SBG, and that's what built
Irish MMA.
MMA.
What's the capacity in that 3 arena? You fought there before, eh?
It was ball.
Have you? Aye.
13,000.
That's a fucking lot of bodies, eh?
Aye. I seen Bill Burr there. I met Bill Burr there as well, man.
Do you remember fighting in that place in Milan for Bellator?
Aye.
It was fucking empty.
Aye.
During COVID.
That was COVID, aye.
Absolutely
That
horrible.
was I forgot his name.
MMA's big in Italy,
Allianz.
though, eh?
That was the Allianz Arena.
That was like
Of all the
that
tennis
was the
and that.
worst. That was the worst experience I've had at MMA
Aye,
shows
sure.
because it was like the arena was far too big for what they had. They had maybe like 3 people in the crowd, and it was like friends or family of the crew, and it was just a horrible. See, fighting that must have been
it was
horrible,
shit.
man. Aye,
was horrible.
because we're in the back and we're getting yourself warmed up and you're getting yourself hyped, and it's like, Chris, the bad guy, Bungard, and then you walk out, it's like,
I hated it, man.
fucking nobody.
No for you.
No, man.
It was-
I need the energy for
I
the
wasn't even
crowd.
fighting. I wasn't even fighting. I felt
You had fights, did you know, with no crowd?
The Apex had a wee bit
Apex,
of crowd,
The
though.
aye.
Apex had like, but you got to think the Apex is smaller,
Aye.
so it's able to control it. Whereas this was a fucking arena,
Like an arena.
and it was just like, it was just echoing through, and I was like, that's horrible to experience.
Must have been hard for even still for like the announcer though. Who was the announcer at the Apex? Was it Bruce Buffer?
No, Martinez.
Martinez.
Even like how does he go and get his cell up for like the no people that are here?
It was
Probably tough. Like
I quite liked the Apex. I thought it was kind of cool. It's like. It was a cool experience. Like you get to say we travelled to Milan to fight
Aye.
in a world class show.
Who was it you went there for?
It was Shogun
No. I was in the crowd,
in the Apex.
I think we.
Oh, Mickey, was it Mickey Parkin?
Mickey Parkin, aye.
Aye, I was.
That had a fight feel about it because
It did.
There'd be stands and
It
stuff.
did, and there was loads of fighters there as well. Like I'm sure the Bronx was there.
Aye, all of it, aye.
just watching, just being a fan.
just came round to watch. That's quality. Eh? I like it though because it's like just a square go in the gym. Eh?
So I thought the kit that they were giving you, like the contender series stuff, was going to be like, what's it called?
Like the UFC stuff.
Aye, it's pretty much like a iron-on t-shirt.
It won't be worse than Bellator, bro. Bellator ones were fucking ham.
I like the fact they gave you a big Union Jack one.
Aye.
Did
I've just gave them away yesterday.
Did you?
To Coach and Jason.
See, I quite like giving away stuff to people. Like, so all my stuff, I just took it into the gym and gave it out to the guys.
You've always done that.
I know, like, I don't see the point. Like, I should keep some of the stuff, but I think these guys are going to appreciate it more than me just fucking wearing Venom stuff. I don't really wear MMA kit when I'm training. I wear like a pair of fucking leggings or tights, whatever you want to call them.
Primark leggings.
Are we calling it?
You want to go? Like fuck! I've just go here.
Right, so
Stay off that ketamine, man.
so that's another episode in the bag, eh?
Sick, man. That was the hot fun at the first one anyway.
Aye. I guess it's one of these things where we're just going to have to get, like, we're going to have to see where we fit in the world of fucking talking in a group of three.
I think it was better today though because
We were talking about drugs.
we went right into it. Just any topic.
I know. You know what? I think, obviously we might talk about MMA, but fuck MMA. It's
I'm
fucking
pure.
shit.
I'm refined with used to. Eh? I feel bad saying stuff, and then I'm like, as soon as I've said so, it's like Stevie AIDS, and I'm just like, oh, it's Stevie, man.
Book clip that one.
So, yep, guys, hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next week.
Remember and subscribe when the page is out though.
Oh,
New
I like it.
subscribers.
I like it. I like
You get the
Tell us what you think of them. The
So,
intro,
We're in. We've got Instagram. We've got
TikTok. I do dances on it and that.
Obviously, when the
Is it a leathered TikTok or is it your
Aye,
TikTok?
leather TikTok. Didn't follow my TikToks. I say some stuff.
and obviously we'll have the YouTube page up and running for. Then you can listen in Spotify, etc. So, start subscribing and then. We'll hang
set
about
up some OnlyFans.
Aye, we'll give away every 1,000. We'll give away some signed stuff or some gloves or some shit.
I'll have a key with you.
Ross will let you in any nightclub in Edinburgh.
And I will not look in your pockets.
Oh, brilliant, guys.
Until next time.
Ciao.
Bye.
Fake joke.